What's up, guys? Welcome back. So today in this video I wanted to talk about the Gloomhaven one ball challenge we had from last week. The reason I went with Gloomhaven was I wanted to take a brief excursion from the Williams tables. I think, like I said in my last video, I think anytime you get into a pattern, while patterns can be good, I think it's always a good idea to change things up, because sometimes when you change things up, even as simple as changing from a Williams to an original table like Gloomhaven, you start to think about pinball differently. You start to get the different juices flowing, so to speak. So that's why I went with it. I needed it. I felt like I needed a change of pace, but we're back here with more Williams this week with Space Station, a Barry Oursler table from 1987 that you guys voted on. So we're going to be right back to Williams, but let's talk a little bit now about some of the cool things about Gloomhaven. So as you know, Gloomhaven is a table that is based on a dungeon crawling board game. The game is also has been translated to digital format so that you can play it on Steam. So you've got options with like a board game, traditional style, or you can play the game on Steam. But to see it here as a pinball table was really interesting to me. Because when I first played it back when it released almost 2 years ago, I didn't really go in depth with it. I thought it was kind of confusing at first. A lot to take into consideration when you first start playing it. I'm not familiar with Gloomhaven, the board game, so I wasn't really interested so much in the pinball table. But I will tell you, after playing this table this week in our one ball challenge and playing the three ball by myself, I thought it was a great table, and it makes you kind of think about how cool pinball is when you can combine different genres together, right? So this Gloomhaven table is basically a pinball fusion of a board game that's a dungeon crawler. So it's basically a dungeon crawling pinball table. And so as you play, you really get that kind of experience, because when you're playing this table, Gloomhaven, you're doing many things that you would do in your typical dungeon crawler or fantasy RPG. You're doing side quests, you're doing main missions, you're collecting loot, right? You have a choice whether to the type of side missions you want to do. And so the different side missions on this table reward different things, right? So some side missions will award just gold. Some will award a little bit of gold, a little bit of player experience. Some will just award experience, some just gold, right? And so you kind of decide how you want to play the table. Also, you can increase your damage multipliers by hitting the left orbit, which will help you with like the different scenarios in side quests, right? When you have to hit those stand-up enemies. So if you have a higher damage multiplier, you're going to do more damage. Also, when you increase your experience, when you level up, you also do more damage. And there's also you can also hit the spinner lane to acquire some like powers and abilities. So I think this table does a great job at kind of translating this this board game experience to a pinball table. And you don't even have to enjoy or know about Gloomhaven to really enjoy this table. I mean, I am starting to feel like that if I were to ever play Gloomhaven, the board game, that I might actually enjoy it, because I've enjoyed this pinball table here. And there's so many things to like about it and to think about when you have original tables like this, Gloomhaven. And I think the great thing about digital pinball is that you can pretty much, and what I think you're starting to see, and what this is an example of, is an IP like Gloomhaven has basically been ported to a pinball table, a digital pinball table. Like not. Whereas before, if you wanted to make a Gloomhaven table, maybe you'd wait for Stern or some kind of, actual pinball manufacturer to do it. But now with our technology, we have companies like Pinball Effects, Zen Studios, other, digital pinball creators that, are actually putting these different IPs into a digital format. So I think that's the great thing about digital pinball today, is that you can now take IPs that would normally you'd have to wait until they went to an actual pinball manufacturer, and now you're starting to see them being produced by solely digital pinball, right? But I would think that if a Gloomhaven table ever came out, I think it would be pretty neat as well. Kind of reminds me of Stern releasing their most recent Dungeons and Dragons game, right? So that just released, and I played one game, so I wasn't able to get too much out of it. But when you think about dungeon crawling kind of games and pinball, I think it's a really neat fusion. What I liked about this table, mechanic-wise, was the shop feature. So there's a shop feature in this game where you can use your gold to essentially buy perks and different ways to change how you want to play. Like, you can use your gold to buy points. You can use your gold to buy a ball save, like a 60-second ball save timer, which can be really helpful. You can use it to buy kickbacks, which are also helpful. You can use it to lock balls for the multi-ball, and a few other perks as well that I didn't try. But those are the only ones that I really thought were really cool. Just the fact that you're able to change the game up with the different perks. And the thing to notice too is that anytime you go to the shop and you buy something, the next time you go, it's going to be a little more expensive. So it's not always like, you go to the shop and you have all this gold and you can just buy these, you can buy a bunch of points. It's going to be a little more expensive. So there's a lot of like this little micromanaging that you have to do. And that's how you sort of have to play this game. You have to kind of look at it like a board game, essentially, and you have to micromanage. Like, how do you want to play this game? And I think from what I learned just with the one ball challenge is that the best thing to do is probably hitting the side quests, getting some side quests under your belt. Because once you complete one of the side quests in the one ball challenge, you can get and earn extra ball, which doesn't give you an extra ball, but gives you instead 20 million points. So that right there is huge. You get 20 million points just for completing a side quest, right? Because I find that the main scenarios are kind of difficult. I don't think I've ever even completed one, even on the easy mode. But the good thing about Gloomhaven as a table is that it gives you many options, right? You have a lot of paths that you can take, which is just like the board game. So, when you think about the points on the table, you're thinking, okay, you could have gotten these points different ways, right? And that's what makes it kind of fun and exciting. So I would definitely recommend that if you enjoyed the one ball, definitely play this on the three ball, because of course you can get the extra ball. And I think this is the type of table where it rewards you for being consistent and playing longer. So as you level up your character, you have access to more perks, higher damage modifiers, and it just gets better as the game goes on, right? And that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting when I play this table, that I'm leveling up my character, I'm going to the shop, and I'm playing this RPG pinball game, right? So that is my biggest take. There was a couple of bugs that I noticed. The main bug that I noticed was sometimes the flippers would just stop. Like it would drain the ball and I couldn't even move the flippers. And I'm not sure if that's a bug or that's part of the game. And I think Urko was experiencing the same thing. So yeah, let me just say thank you again to everyone who joined us for this brief interlude from the Williams. We only have a couple more Williams tables left, so we're on our way to completing Williams, and hopefully this space station will be a good challenge. So this week it'll only be 10 attempts, and it'll be a private tournament, so it'll be kind of opposite from this, where you had unlimited. And let's go over the scores right now. So we had how many people here total? We had 23 people, so pretty good turnout for an open tournament. And we have first place Schrodinger's God with 122 million points on one ball. That is crazy because I don't even think I can get that in 3 balls. I'd have to, I don't know if he's on YouTube, but I'd have to wonder how he got that. That's a great score, but congratulations to first place Schrodinger's God. In second place, we have Just Wayne with 82 million points. Also a pretty competitive score right there. And in third place, we have our regular Gatvic with 51 million points. So it's awesome to see Gatvic here because he had, I think, 34 million. And so he improved his score to 51 million to get third. And that's cool because Gatvic, as you know, got into our tournaments when he started playing a lot of the Williams tables. So to see Gatvic in third on a table that's not Williams is really awesome. So congratulations to you, Gatvic. I came in fifth with 24 million. My score, I got the Extra Ball Award for 20 million, which pretty much put me in fifth place. But look at this. Under me, we have Jabba the Blade with 10 million. So congratulations to Jabba. And it's funny because on this tournament, like all the regulars are like next to each other. And I don't know. That's so funny. Like, yeah, me, Jabba, and then Balchi in seventh with 8 million points. My arch nemesis. I did beat my arch nemesis, so I'll take that. We have Urko in 8th place with 7 million points. And then Bad Jack Daniels is beneath Urko with 7 million points as well in 9th. And then 10th place, we have UTD 4000. So the whole squad is here. That's pretty funny, like in like a row, right? Going down the list, Helder Scroll in 13th with 4 million. We've got Carpy Sun in 14th place with 3 million. Carpy Sun is a regular as well. Matty K in 17th with 2 million. We've seen Matty K in our tournaments before, and he's in a lot of the Zakaria tournaments. We have Wombat and a Hat in 19th place with 1 million points. Pinball Buzzard in 21st with 1 million. And that's pretty much all the names that I'm familiar with. So thank you once again, guys, for to play a different kind of table. It's a good change of pace. Sorry again to the diehard Williams fans out there, but we're back now with Space Station. So Space Station is a table that I've played in real life one time. I had a video for it. No, I played it like 3 times, but I played it the real thing, which is really cool. It plays a lot like the Pinball FX version. So we're going to do private here. Keep it to 1 ball. This is going to be tough because, this table is a tough table. So it's March 4th. So password will be 3425. 10 attempts total. So you'll have to practice or not, but I recommend practicing. 6 days, 10 attempts, 1 ball challenge, private, 3425. Let's go here. So hopefully everything's back working now that we got the tournaments. Here is the ID. It's a little longer now, which I'll add in the description, but you should be able to find it. And let's go here. I'm going to use 1 attempt, 3425, and let's have at it. Good luck, everyone. Okay, here we go. So this one is from Barry Oursler.
We have ignition.
And I always get it confused with Space shuttle. Oh man. Oh no. Maybe you get the drop target there. I don't know what's the best strategy.
Bay doors are open.
Okay, bay doors. Block a ball, I know that. No, no. Okay, increase the bumper value. I'm trying to lock the ball there. No! Oh my gosh. This is, what do I got here? I don't think this is gonna be a good. Let's see here. Whoa, okay, one more time here. Oh my gosh. I'm just so not used to this, like, kind of score. Okay.
Defender dock.
Nope. Okay, that was close. Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta practice this, so. Well, guys, thank you for watching me play this week's tournament, Space Station on Pinball FX. I want you guys to have fun with it. Good luck, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace.